My name is Bobby Kasanga. Some of you might know me as the founder of Hackney Wick FC and Big Eagle Media. I was born in the Democratic Republic of Congo, but I've lived in the UK since I was 3 years old. In July 2025, I travelled back to Congo for the first time in my adult life. What I saw there stayed with me: the extreme poverty, the lack of opportunity, and the daily struggles of people who looked like me, who could have been me if my life had taken a different path. That experience changed me. It made me realise I couldn't just come back to London and carry on as normal. I wanted to find a way, however small, to give something back to the community where my family's from, the same area where my mum still owned houses. This documentary is my journey to understand my roots, to show the realities on the ground, and see how I can help play a small part in making a difference. On my first visit back to Congo, I brought a few footballs for the local kids. I didn't think much of it at the time, but the moment those balls hit the ground, everything changed. Their faces lit up. The whole area came alive. That simple moment became the catalyst for an idea to build a football foundation here, similar to the one I run in the UK. A space for young people to come together, to train, to dream, to feel part of something. I enlisted a handful of local coaches and asked them to recruit children from the community and run daily sessions. Word soon travelled. An American businessman named Andrew Newby heard about what we were doing and partnered with sports company R10, who created incredible kits for the kids. And back in the UK, the charity Kit Aid also donated football gear that I'll be distributing to the group. Today, I'm going to visit the group for the first time to see the impact, to meet the kids and witness how something so small has grown into something so meaningful. This is Hamoud, the local coach who's leading the project on the ground. He's been working closely with the children whose ages range from 9 to 16. He understands the community, he understands the challenges these young people face, and he's been instrumental in bringing the program to life. Today will just be a formal introduction where I take time to sit back and just watch the kids enjoy playing football. In a few days, I'll be returning to gift them all their new kits from R10 and also from Kit Aid.
Président, tous na commune Sele. Tous na commune Sele na locali. Locali batama baza ebele. Comment na obo to libéré mako. To peso ba c'est la première moto moi commune mabele o kuna kotala activité ya bana ezali. Ola kisibiso mama kina congolais akatina yo poza na mama. Bana oyo avenir ezali, encadrement des aliti. Bazana ba famille moko en tout cas vraiment ezali pauvreté za makasi. Eza makasi. Alors bano yo senga encadrement. Otala coach na bango, staff na bango mobimba, bazo souffrir. Ba moyens ezali za ba moyens na yo bango moko ndo fandi a contribution mike ndozo mona moi bano bazo évoluer. Baza bana libanda te. Donc le quoi yo yeboye en tout cas to peso ba chance bili et puis ancêtre ya mabele oyo ba yambio déjà nga azali chef de localité ya atité oyo na zabno na kacha comité ya équipe to pesa ba conseil tout ça bani ba chance zali président en tout cas na sepeli makasi.
As I continue to watch the game and see how the young boys were playing, I kid you not, some of these boys are as good as what we have in Europe. But if you can see the facilities that they're using, some of them are barefoot, playing against players who have studs. They play on sand. The ball hardly rolls, hardly bounces. But the way they're able to control the ball and move it around and play with no fear, I see no reason why any of them can't succeed with the right opportunities. I've always understood Lingala and have been able to speak it quite fluently, but I speak it with a bit of an accent and sometimes feel shy to speak publicly.
Mais bah équipement na ba balé na sala fort ata lelo lobi to ke sum ba balé lelo Rappelez c'est bien, on peut pas les beaux attendre à 10 ou bien 20 pas les on peut mettre en haut parce que il est bien. La ligne que si on a joué, on va mettre moins bien. Et moi, je vais belé les lots. Bon, l'équipe que tu penses sur la photo, non, ça peut être bon. L'équipe que tu as bien sur la photo, mais pour lui, ça a besoin d'avoir chance parce que pour ça, moto même bien kuna azana noté. Parce que y a un autre on a pas image. Dans un moment, on a que tin dans una photo kuna, na c'est bon que tu ne pas jouer pour ça tu vas jouer belé.
Well, that's a wrap. I'm making my way back home now. And we've got two of the young boys there who have been gifted already their Arsenal training tots, which again was donated to us by Kit Aid.
Na Congo, yeah.
Now to face the crazy traffic of Congo, Kinshasa. And it's a new day. And on today's agenda, I'm to visit the sports minister's office to talk to them about my projects and a very, very important bit of news. I've met up with one of my in-laws who will be taking me to the minister's office, and a bit of news I have: the Pro Academy tournament that is held in the UK that has all the prestigious teams from Arsenal, Man United, PSG, Milan, Inter have said that we can put in a Congolese team, and this will be the first ever African team to be allowed to enter this tournament, as it is usually just European-based clubs.
Sasa nyonso mpona bana kuna ya poto me ngambo na congolais tala bana biso kuna biki tena ye na bandi effort na bana me ton nom pe sala ma kuna bizaka ba équipe professionnelle ya Europe ba AC Milan ba Juventus ba PSG ba Arsenal bon ba beta me ba bin sa pe biso pour les to même niveau te mais ba seprenel musa na sala ko na benge ba on biki Nenda bwena na king siko na mona babana bama ba beta koleka kutu bana tozana ba mona poto parce que ba kana chance donc pour na monique bono ko ka na même niveau na o poto mais chance za tena bi est-ce que beaucoup plus bon invitation ba ya beta contre ba Chelsea ba Arsenal wana abi akuna yo pas de problème mais nous venons bon ka bango les ba visa na ba transport pour vraiment na ko sa bango ton nom est dans la main en 2026, mais ça va équipe il y a Europe. Sur deux chansons, c'est la première équipe d'Afrique. Back in the Kuluna. Et on a dit, maman, après ça va contact, on va te dire, c'est une présentation, est-ce qu'il y en a quelque chose qu'on peut faire?
So, I've left them with my proposal, so let's hope to hear back from them in the next few weeks. So, back in the 90s, my mum invested in many plots of lands all over the city. At the time, these were just desert and fields, and people told her, "What are you doing?" But she invested and she built a lot of homes, and now these homes are worth quite a bit. And now she's encouraged me to also follow suit and take bits of land myself. She has a hectare of land in the district of Sele, and today I'm going to see how best to develop it. Accompanying me is one of my younger brothers in the purple. As you'll see from the aerial view, the land is still yet to be developed on. There's a few homes are now starting to be built, but slowly over the next few years, you'll see this whole community change. So with a hectare of land to play with, it's now time to think about how I want to develop all the homes. The beauty of starting from scratch is you can create any design you want, and the labor force is pretty affordable.
Guys, you see, these are some of the properties that we got over here in the Congo. We got all this land. This is the foundation that's being built. So, in about 6-7 months or so, you'll see the whole transformation of this place here. So I should come inside quickly. So this will be like kind of the living room area. Right, this will be like the living room area. Then we got bedroom. That'll be the sort of little toilet over there. Bathroom over there as well, with ensuite over there. Hello, Mama. Bien. This is being as well here through there. Donc, là, puis mettre ce bon. Là, puis mettre ce bon. On a fait mettre la drone, puis.
So we walk over to one of my neighbor's house. His home is already completed. I think he's just doing the finishing touches to the interior, but from you see from the exterior, everything is completed.
What's it up, Papa?
We visit the local market to try out some of the local delicacies. Here is what we have called liboke yangolo. It's basically fish in a stew, cooked. And then here is a strange delicacy called makelele, which my mom has asked me to bring for her, but I'm not sure I'll be bringing it through customs. So today we're back to visit the football team and to give them all their brand new kits given to them by Artin Sports as well as Kit Aid. I'm accompanied by my older cousin who I'll be leaving in charge of the team and the project when I'm back in the UK. He's a football veteran himself, played football in the league in Congo, and is passionate about the sports and the young people. Here we have a suitcase full of kits. It's a bit of a long walk, but we'll get there. Today we're gonna host a minor ceremony just to formally introduce the team registered. They'll be playing their first match this weekend too.
Bonjour.
There's a delegation of local leaders as well as members of the new league that will be entering. Coach Hamoud briefs the young players because after they are distributed with their kits, they will play a game. And here they are. Brand new Hackneywick FC kits produced by Artin with many thanks to Angie Newby. And now it's time for me to test out my Lingala again as I officially open the ceremony.
Bonjour, bonjour. C'est fini comme lelo. We hebben déjà histoire avec Newark is een équipe naar Londres. We zitten in de 9e division. Ja, Angleterre kuna. Na mwana mboka, na longo abanda âge à 3 ans, na zonga te, na zonga baliboso na JE. Na moni pe bana na quartier, na moni ba bleu constant na vraiment te. Na kuna na yebi mosala bale, na bina me mengo pe awa. Alors, il y a un temps, on a sali ba vidéo, on a sali ba image, compagnie il y a États-Unis, babi ah to sepe nango, ba sali bien ba varese au bolati suko, il y a chocolat, il y a jaune, là au noir. Après ça aussi, ba équipe mususu ba moni, ba tini susu, bilamba mususu, tu as une valise ah to même ni bino, mais na yeli lo bo sepe là, bo enjoy, là sur Raming en le bâti, merci beaucoup. L'article à coach Papona, tout ça, oyo.
Maboko.
Ya mbio, mabele, ya biso, ya mukoko, ya ngo, ukuma, yeah, bisika ngo.
Merci vraiment. Tobeta maboko. Voilà.
Depuis que je suis Tinda, mais surtout, à 100 balles, les beaux en amour déjà.
Now it's a chance for the kids to don their new kits and try to impress. As I said earlier, they play on the harshest of surfaces. It's sand, basically. The ball hardly ever rolls. And as it does, they're able to just show their skill, composure, and strengths. And it goes down to a last penalty shootout. And that's it for the day. Now I'd asked and tasked the coaches to identify the best players so that we can take them to the tournament in May 2026. And I've met one of my friends who lives in Congo now, Mario. Right, it's been just work. Let me let my head down and let me party a bit. I've been invited to a place called Oliver to watch the Tottenham versus Arsenal game. I go to meet a good friend of mine, Christian Bless, who's also UK based and runs the social media YouTube show Celui Bien. And I also meet another friend also living in the Congo now, Tad. He's been here for a few years now. Right, that's enough of the partying life for me. Need to get home and back to work. So the next day I go back to meet once again with the Football Federation of Congo to speak to them about the project and see where they can align with us. So I've left them the documents. Hopefully in a few weeks we can get some good news from them. Today I go to meet a group who call themselves the Kulunas. They are well known in the Congo and basically that the gangsters or thugs who strike fear to many. But I wanted to get to know them a bit. I'm touched by their story. Many of them are there through circumstances not of their own doing. Parents dying, being kicked out because their father or mother has a new partner who don't like them and has forced many of them to be on the streets. The average salary in Congo is about $100 a month. These kids are unlikely to ever see that. Touched by their story, I've gone to their leader and decided to bless them with a bit of money that should last them for a little while. I'm going to give them $170, and as he's the one in charge, I'm expecting him to share it accordingly to those who are in need. News of the money being given soon reaches the rest of them, and they all seem in very good spirits right now. The previous day when I was on a night out, one of my friends who I didn't realize was living in the Congo, Mega, he was actually my cellmate back in 2008. And my younger brother saw him on my status and said, "Do you know the guy you was with the other day? He lives just around the corner, his house is there." And here he is showing me Mega and I'm about to surprise him. Mega shows me around the neighborhood and what he's built. So he owns this whole building over here, and with it, he's got a lot of tenants. He says he spends more of his time here in the Congo rather than the UK now. It's an easier way of living. It's a lot calmer and just finds life a bit more tranquil. Me and him was incarcerated together back in 2008, I believe, in HMP Wandsworth, where he was my cellmate. So as we keep circulating this whole building, he and his family own it. And he's got a lot of tenants, and many of them are actually Nigerians. It's good to see people he was once in trouble with coming out of prison and also changing their lives and having an impact for their own family, but also for their local community too.
People don't know, you know. Original cellmate. 07.
Original 07.
That was 07 or 08?
07, 08. 07, 08, bro. HMP all the way, man. Life changing, you know?
And it shows that it don't matter where you start or how life's going, it's how you want to complete life that matters. And then we will look at us, both of us now, end up in Congo at the same time. Doing great business over here, man. Helping the young people over here as well, employing people. That's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about, man.
So we're hearing news, the money that was just given to the Kuluna boys has caused a bit of issue because now they're arguing over it. And the leader has only given the rest minimal amount and has run off.
married another man, the man didn't want me in the house, kicks me out, so now I'm put in the street, and that's the hustle.
Boya, petit là, yaka, nini?
Masa bazotekisa makambo ya mbongo ya moke eza ebele akoprendre te carabane obe tabane oyala akosa kokanga
peut-être va déclarer c'est que ça dès que maman on a fait c'est
wa mbomu ke
I've told him not to worry. When I get a bit of money, I'll send it over to Mega and he'll distribute it accordingly. Right, it's time to bid Mega goodbye. Now I need to go and visit my other side of the family. This is my dad's side of the family. So this is where his older sister and his younger sister live. My dad's story is a deep story, which I will get into one day when I do the full documentary on his life. But for the time being, meet some of my cousins. And this is my dad's older sister.
Dimanche passé,
Maman!
il y en a hâte.
So I get my dad on the phone so he can speak to us along with both of his sisters.
Oh, mon Dieu.
Maman qui ça? Papa, basi mo. Hey, mwana kotala nalalaki mwana nalamuki na pongi. Bobi ya ye wakotala biso pole. Azolia nini? Azolia nini?
Are you okay?
I can't let this go.
Family time over. Back into the business of land and property.
That I've got here in Congo. So we've boxed it off with all these poles here to show my perimeter. As you can see, there's even some Ntaba over there. You see the goats? So the land at the same time as well, as I'm haven't started building immediately on all the other spaces yet, we start to grow stuff like pondu and sweet corn. Used it for the land over here, and then over there you can see some properties have already been starting to get built over here. And then that's one of my neighbours there. One of my neighbours there, you can see he's done that whole compound that he's already started building over here. So work starts on this bit here by tomorrow. They wanted to start the work today, that's why we came here, but it started raining heavily today. So they postponed it. But look at this, you can see up here, there's a little goat over there. So they're grazing on my land here. You see goats over there as well. This whole plot here is what I'm going to be starting to do them. So there's a lot of work to do, man. Oh, there's my other neighbour as well. Getting ready. But somebody pop up banda, maybe put on pull up on the lobby. You can also put an image, but in a photo. But como se prepara banda, ça musala pe, but because là ça ça me bien, il y a un bit de zonga lelo pour to filmer susu. This is one of my neighbors, one of the people that are organizing this land over here as well. Yeah. That's what's going on banda. Musala banda.
Soko sala ndingi wana omoni ozuna kwe kuna ya ozuna kwe wana oyeti okomi na kwe wana okena kwe boye okomi ti na kwe wana ozusu kwe wana ti na kwe wana comme ça ozala na vision ya bien hein vision ya bien neti obanda na eloyo aza limité na ndako na mupanzi wana aza limité na fleuve Congo na mupanzi oyo aza limité na avenue Fanny Tshisekedi na sima wana aza limité na concession ya Fanny Tshisekedi.
I've got a whole hectare of land home to sell, so if you're interested just let me know, man. I'm doing it as well where people don't have to pay like a whole amount. You can pay like three grand deposit and then pay monthly or quarterly, whichever one kind of suits you. So I'm not rushing anyone, but that's the whole thing to see all of this there.
With my penultimate day before I come back to the UK, I decided to go and visit the zoo. In fact, that's doing it a disservice. I can't even call it a zoo because this is a 20-kilometer squared piece of land with lots of As I reflect on my time here in Congo, I only spent 2 weeks here. Everyone keeps telling me if you are going to go to Congo to really experience the beauty and the magnitude and the vastness of this country, you must at least stay for a month. So let's see what happens in the future. But on reflection, I just love the people here. The hustle mentality. As you saw the Kulunas, they say if you don't hustle, you don't eat. People find a way. What struck me was the poverty. But within this poverty, young people are still finding ways to make ends meet. And I'll do my bit to see how much I can help them. You can't help everyone, they say. But the little bit you can do will make a difference to other people's lives. Congo will be seeing a lot more of me. I'm looking to go at least once a year from now on. I don't know why I spent 36 years without ever returning. But now that I have, I see the opportunities that are here. I see the people that are here. And I see how I can help them, not just those in the UK, but also those living here too. I would definitely recommend more people who are from the African heritage and culture and background to visit home, to invest in home. You won't regret it.
But you're going to be a minini people.
No, I'm not the one I'm going to
But you're going to be. that you build one of these, while in the building processes, you build a little shed like this, right? This where you can keep your storage of your bricks, your cement, and other bits of equipment, because anyone trying to clear the territory, they see nothing here, so you must put a stamp on here. This is, we'll put your name on it as well. And with that, you can even have someone in security. You pay someone like to come and stay here, so they actually live here. They've got a little bed. You give them food, drink, and a payment. So they'll look after your land for you. So you can see the space up here. So on this side, come and see. So instead of the land just being barren, right? You can see here. Growing corn. It's been raining as well. It's growing corn. Look, you see a little goat there. Yeah, but you feel over here, you can grow pondu, they grow stuff like sweet corn, they grow peanuts, everything kind of grows. Yeah. You see the one they've done over here today. Put bricks on it as well. Working. There's another door now.